Man in boxing, led the Flair Cops. Shout out to Goodfellas Sports TV.
Don't forget to check out our sponsor, The Health Blaze, at thehealthblaze.com. 100% all natural products from lotions, soaps, foot soaks, bath bombs, and much, much more. Use the promo code Goodfella1Boxing. Tell them your boy CJ Goodfella sent you. Get 18% off. We out.
All right, let's talk about the white. Deontay Wilder for Vasyl Lomachenko says that the judges were bribed in his fight with Teofimo Lopez. He said that it should have been a draw. Let's talk about it. Hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. And the draw would have been in his favor because he would have got to retain his belts. He said if he won one round in the first 6 and he won the back 5, it should have been a draw because he didn't get dropped, or it wasn't a moment where he was getting pummeled, or there was a 10-8 or a 10-7 round, whatever you said. But my whole thing is this, okay? Usyk crying about gloves, which he got a valid point. He won the fight, and he basically said they tried to, do him in with a small ring, and they took the patent out of Chisora's gloves. But to me, I'm going to be real. I didn't score the fight because I looked at my little, my archives, got a scoring app, and I didn't find it. I found Gucci and Jeezy and a lot of other fights I scored over the years, but I didn't score that one. But from the look of the eye, I thought Lomachenko won, to be honest. And I was calling it with Nate Campbell and Lion Killer. Check out Lion Killer podcast. Check out Nate. He be over there too. Or you can check out Nate at the Galaxy Experience on YouTube or Lion Killer podcast. And we was calling the fight, and I guess Lomachenko didn't start doing nothing until like 7th round. And I think I had, just off memory, I thought Lomachenko won the first 7 to 8 rounds. So it was no way, if he won 7, 8 rounds, straight rounds, wasn't no way Lomachenko can win without a stoppage or some drop or some knockdowns. So, in my opinion, I didn't think Teofimo Lopez straight beat Lomachenko, and people got mad because I told the truth on that. So I'm like, give Teo some credit for taking the fight. I gave him a ton of credit for taking the fight, doing something that Gervonta Stinky Tank Davis wouldn't do. I gave him a ton of credit, but I didn't think he won that fight. I didn't think he took that fight. I think he won the fight, but I think Lomachenko gave it to him, and for whatever reason it was, Lomachenko didn't throw no punches in the first 7, 8 rounds of that fight for real, because when he let his hands go, he was hurting Teofimo Lopez, and I thought his plan was to take Teo deep and drown him, and he tried to step it up and drown Teo, and every time he moved his hands, he caught Teofimo Lopez flush, and his head was going back like this, it was snapping back, and I thought he was hurting Teo. I thought he was stepping up the value, man. Teo just did enough late in that fight, to win that fight. So if he won 7, 8 straight rounds, he didn't need to win no more rounds, as long as he didn't get dropped. So, like I said before, Loma lost the fight. Only Loma know why he didn't throw punches. Only Loma know, why he didn't do that. His game plan like Aldir Alvarez game plan in the second Kovalev fight. Just tire himself out, then we gonna get him out of there. And, I just looking at that fight, he lost it. Now, if he want to be honest and come out and tell us why he lost the fight, then I'm all down for ears. Like, well, I was cautious of his power. It looked like he was scared to get hit. It looked like the daddy psyched you out before, the bell even rung. With him stopping Richard Comey, I think shook him. He said, you stuck on me, I'm not impressed. It was a lucky shot. When he said it was a lucky shot, you know what I'm saying? If it was so lucky, why didn't you get in there and not get clipped? He was scared of Teofimo Lopez's power. And that's why they'll let those rounds get away. And it was a way to dispatch his power. Loma can fight on the inside a bit. You get on the inside and outwork him and take his power away. If he don't have the leverage on the power, now some fighters can just at the flick of the wrist, look at the flick of the wrist. Some guys can flick their wrist and hurt you. Those just natural punchers. Now if Teo a natural puncher, he can just flick your wrist and hurt you, who knows? But if he got on the inside and close to Teo and worked Teo on the inside and just, outworked him and ground him to the body, possibly he could have won, but he let the fight go. And only him and his father and the Lord knows why he let the fight go. Was he hurt? Did he get hit with something he ain't like? Did he believe the hype? Look here, you can believe the hype all you want to, but when you get in the ring, you get touched. Either you're going to want to engage or you're going to try not to get hit again. And I believe he got hit with something that made it valid what Teofimo Lopez Sr. was saying and Teo saying about knocking him out. And what they did, they called their shot 2-3 years ago. They said it was coming for you. Was the game plan great by them? Absolutely not, but they outworked you. You know, when you wasn't working, they was punching. When you was working, you know, you was hitting them. It was just a crazy fight because I left thinking Lomachenko was the better fighter, but he just dropped rounds. I think Loma a better fighter than T.O., but he lost. And I'm gonna get somebody that they just blew air into the box community, just kept telling us how good he was, how great he was, and they promoting his fight and they ain't promoting Crawford fight. People get tired of that. That's one of the reasons I didn't like LeBron James. Like, you gonna just keep telling me how great he is. He keep getting his ass whooped in the playoffs by Dwight Howard and losing the finals. Like, he's just great. You just get tired of hearing that. Let me see that he's great for myself. Let me make my own opinion. And at this point, that's why you gotta turn off ESPN now. That's why you can't watch Shannon Sharp. Oh, Coach James, you know. You just wonder if Shannon Sharp is he attracted to LeBron James or whatever. That's why I don't watch TV no more, man, because they trying to make your opinion for you. And I'm good on that. And I stand on my opinion about Lomachenko. I think he was the better fighter that night. But Teofimo Lopez won. Teofimo Lopez didn't even know how to slip and get. This is a lot of things he don't know how to do. He's going to have problems when he move up. But, you know, Lomachenko just saying that they were bribing the judges. Maybe he knows something. I heard about situations where promoters and managers and advisors and, you know, other people bribe the judges and pay the judges. Man, we heard these stories. We talk about these stories in conversations I had with people around boxing. So bribing the judges, that's something that's kind of, you know, grew with boxing. That's been around longer than before Hagler Hearns and Jack Johnson and Joe Louis, you know, Joe Louis. It's been around a lot longer than that. You know, bribing the judges ain't nothing, but ask yourself this: who bribed the judges? Because Teofimo Lopez and Teofimo Lopez Sr., they don't have enough clout in boxing to bribe the judges. Now, you tell me this was Chavez and Don King, I'm like, okay. Oscar De La Hoya and Bob Arum. So, at the end of the day, why would Bob invest all this time and money and promotion in you and he job you? So that's what he's saying. Bob Arum bribed the judges. Because who else could have bribed the judges? Angus Cleamore's not going to bribe you. That's your man's right hand, left hand, Sam. So to me, it sounds like he's saying that Bob Arum set him up. Remember, his contract is expiring with Top Rank pretty soon, I heard. So, you know, I wouldn't put it past Bob if he robbed him. If he bribed him, allegedly. But then again, think about it. Bob Arum put all that capital, all the resources. They promoted your fight 1,000 times better than Crawford fight. They loved you more than Crawford. They even took your oil away and called you undefeated. What else they did? Bob let you fight in L.A. and he gave you whatever you want. He overpaid you. He gave you a title shot. And what, your first 2 or 3 fights, you lost. You got another title shot again. Beat Gary Russell. They hyped you up. So why would Bob Arum want to rob you? Because all the money and resources and time Bob put into promoting Lomachenko, white America never accepted Lomachenko. White folks never said, I like Lomachenko, sir. Yes, he's a good boy. Black people didn't like Lomachenko because they shoved you down our throats. White people didn't take to you, I speak not English. But come on, man. You know, he lost a lot of money on you versus Anthony Toyota Corolla. Somebody with time told me he went. They sold like, it was only 400 or 500 people there. So Bob Arum just basically trying to ride the Teofimo Lopez wave now. You know? And it sounded like Richard Comey. Joshua Clottey, you know, saying that he was, what did he say? He was paid to lose to Pacquiao. So Bob Arum kind of got a history of guys saying that they was robbed, or they was bribed, they took payoffs not to move their hands, and this, that, and the third. But, you know, what Lomachenko gonna do? He said, where do you go from here, Lomachenko, after the fight? I go home. We don't ask you where you literally going. I go home. You know, I lost the Teofimo. And like I said before, man, it just was, I don't think he lost. He just, and I ain't listen to what the sound on either. I think he gave the fight away. But when you challenging Bob Arum about robberies and stuff, and somebody robbed the judges, Teofimo Lopez, his daddy ain't got enough juice to do that. So who did it? So it's only one person that can bribe the judges over at Top Rank, and it's Bob Arum. So it sounds like Teofimo Lopez, you know, basically said Bob Arum bribed the judges. And then Bob come up, you know, the scorecards was way too wide. You know, it's the overplay for the underplay. That's like somebody stole your money at the house and help you look for it. I can't believe it. The scorecards were way too wide. Bob Arum playing the role. You know, he playing the role like Doughboy Cash Out. I'm a boss that I don't play. He playing the role. He playing the role. But hey, You know, he looking like Wilder crying, you know, and then people gonna say, why they ain't treating Wilder like, but Wilder has so many excuses. The costume, he said he didn't do the excuse, that was J. Diaz, the costume, the water, Mark Breland, the gloves, Usyk and Loma only had one excuse. Here he come. I look at Teo's glove and it's flapping, but he ain't gonna put Bob Arum's name on, I guarantee that. But hey, let me know what you guys think. Don't forget me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out if you have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video request. All my social media links in the description. Want to make a donation to the channel? Cash App CJ Good 313. That's in the description. PayPal link in the description. Best way to donate person is share the video. Appreciate the love, support. One time for the one time. We gone.